Hello, everybody, and thank you so much for welcoming me here today. I'm so excited at this point in our lives because our journeys have now crossed paths and we're connected now. My truth is that whenever I see someone at their highest of highs, I know inherently, without even knowing their story, that there have been some lowest of lows. I think about my bio, and I think about me having appeared on the Apollo in New York, the stage that so many amazing singers and talent have graced that stage. It's amazing. I am blessed to have been chosen out of 8,000 people competing for this national television show. I was one of the 20 that actually made it. That is absolutely amazing. I'm so very, very happy about that. I've been flown to Hollywood on several occasions to prepare for theater productions or plays or national tours. And I'm so excited about all of that. How many of you out there have done a bio? Have you ever done a bio on yourself? If you have not done a bio, I encourage you to do one. Sometimes it will amaze you, the things that you've done in your life. And everything that we've done up until this point has brought us here to this moment and this time. And see, one of the things that people don't know or don't understand is that I struggled for a long time. I struggled for a long time because I did not see myself as great. I was a very active little girl in my mind with pigtails in her hair, running around excited about seeing her mother sing. I saw my mother sing on stage after stage after stage. But I was, I think, a bit of an introvert. And because I watched so much television, I began to picture what what success looked like in my mind of someone who has actually made it. And the people that I pictured in my mind did not look like me. Their skin did not look like mine. Their hair did not look like mine. And so I had to, for years, struggle with feeling ugly, with feeling insignificant, feeling like even my features were not good enough. Something was too big over here or too small over there. And just, I honestly struggled. And, but the music has always been in me. However, I remember as a child being told, "You're too loud, be quiet." And those things, those words stuck with me. And I think one instance that I can remember so vividly is going to church with my mother, and there was a rehearsal that night, and we had one of the most renowned directors who was leading the choir at that time, and they were harmonizing. The sopranos would come in, and then the altos would come in, and then the tenors would come in, and the sound was so beautiful. And I don't know what I was thinking. I had to be about 7 or 8 years old. I don't know what I was thinking, but the music just began to come up out of me, and I just began to sing. I don't even know what note I was singing, but I just began to sing. And I remember him stopping the entire choir and saying, "Everybody stop, shut down. Little girl, you need to be quiet." Now, I remember feeling hurt, but I remember being more embarrassed. So I kind of put my head down. I'm just going to be quiet. So I sat back down, and within about 20 seconds, the choir began again. And the sopranos came in with their beautiful notes floating in the air. And then the altos came in, and they came in with that wonderful foundation sound I love. And then the tenors. And it was such a beautiful melody that before I knew it, I was singing again. I didn't even know I was singing this time, y'all. I promise. I had no clue that I was singing. But there's always been something inside of me that was bigger than me. Has anybody ever felt that you have something inside of you that's bigger than you. Even before you've gotten to it, you know that there's something that you are to do, something that you're supposed to say. You just don't even know what it is. And so here we are again, round two. He stops the drummer. He gestures for the pianist to stop playing. And he quiets the entire choir. And he looks down at me again and says, "You need to shut up. You are throwing everybody off." Well, for an 8-year-old girl who was not sure of herself anyway, those words were like ice. They froze me in more ways than I knew, because for so many years, the music inside of me was gone. I did not have that passion anymore. I didn't have that fire. And I didn't know where it was. And because I had repressed it, I didn't even know I was missing it. How many of you have had someone try to set the fire that you have in your belly on ice? And it took me years, many, many years, to find my voice again. I had to have a renewing of the mind, or I would not have made it. And that's what we need sometimes. Sometimes we just need a renewing of the mind. We have to understand that no one somebody can stop a show. No one somebody can stop you. That the gift that we have to give to the world is the gift that was given to us individually by our Creator. And guess what? You're good enough. And you are good enough. And you are good enough. Because I believe sincerely that the day we were born, I believe there was also a problem born that only we can solve. I had to realize, and it took me many years to realize it, I had to realize that my gift, what I had to give to the world in song or any other way, did not belong to me anyway. My gift belongs to the world. And I'll never forget, because for so many years, again, I did not do music. I remember doing everything, but I got into, financial services, and life insurance, real estate, and all these other things. And so I was at a convention, and there was a question asked. Now, I was at a network to make a little bit of money, really in the area of real estate. And there was a man that walked up to the front of the stage, and he asked a question. His name was Miles Monroe. And Miles Monroe asked, "What gift are you holding in exile from the rest of your community and the blessing that they are to receive for something as selfish as fear?" Now, statements impact different people differently. That statement impacted me to the core. I remember getting up, walking out of the seminar hall where he was speaking, going to the register booth and telling them, "My name is Tammy Turner. Please change my name tag to singer and actress. Thank you." She changed my name tag. She gave it back to me. And I went and I sat down and I listened to the rest of that message, and my life has been changed ever since. What does your name tag really, what is it really supposed to say? Are you living in your purpose? Are you living in the assignment that you were given when you were sent here? If you're not, I want to encourage you. Let's take this journey together. Let's be bold about who we are. unapologetic about who we are. Let's live in our truth. And let's walk in the dream that we see for ourselves. My name is Tammy Turner. I want to thank you again. This is my story, and I'm sticking to it. Good night.